All right, we are live. I've spent most of today recovering from a cold and napping, sleeping, trying to sleep off a cold. It's mostly my throat and stuff like that. But I also have been working on my comic, Not Death But Love: The Strange Supernatural Story of Elizabeth Barrett Browning, which is a historical fiction graphic novel that I usually do these streams doing. But what I've decided to do is when I'm not one of the downsides of like streaming that content is there's elements of the process that I don't like streaming while I'm doing. And so what's cool is I've recently realized I have this fascination with playing the game of Risk and a secret side project to become a grand master at it. And so for streams where I'm not able to show comic content, I want to start providing more content for you guys. And so this is going to be another Risk stream. But I will tell you, I'm making really good progress on page 28 of Not Death But Love: The Strange Supernatural Story of Elizabeth Barrett Browning. So I should be able to stream hopefully some comic content tomorrow. But this is definitely, if you're looking for comic content, this is not going to be the stream. However, speaking of that, I am a graphic designer and illustrator. I've been doing graphic design and illustration for about, about over 20 years. I'm also an art director, and I've been doing that for about 6 years. And I've been playing Risk in the FFA tournament for about 2 months. And I've managed to get to the level of master. And so I'm kind of on this little side project of becoming a grand master at Risk. Earlier today, I did stream a Risk game where it was funny. I did 2 games, one where I played really badly and one where I played really well. And so who knows what kind of playing will be on this stream. But hopefully, if you're not a master yet at Risk and you're interested in Risk, maybe this can help you get better. If you're a grandmaster, this might provide entertainment where you can see all my missteps and kind of make fun of me. And also, if you're interested in supporting my stuff, I should mention that I do have 2 graphic novels out. One is 2 that are written and illustrated by me. One is 2 Stories, which is a graphic novel about faith and mental illness, talking about my journey learning how to deal with depression, caregive for somebody with panic disorder, and navigating hypocrisy at a young age in a religious school. And so that's called 2 Stories, and that's available at bookstores everywhere. And then there's Jacob's Apartment, which is my graphic novel. It's like a slice of life graphic novel that tells the story of 2 roommates that are polar opposites that find themselves drawn to each other. One of them, their father dies of cancer. The other is going through a rough breakup and has gone through a rough breakup with their significant other. And both of them are kind of struggling to find their identity. And as they're seeking their identity and furthering their own life purpose and things like that, their dreams and reality start interweaving in a doomed romance story that's like if you took Ghost World and Eternal Sunshine for the Spotless Mind and mixed them together in a blender and you like that flavor, that is Jacob's Apartment. That's available at bookstores everywhere. So those are my 2 books. That's my plugs. I got them out of the way. And now let's get into playing Risk. So I'm going to play a game of Risk, and then I'm going to get back to my comic page, but this is just my refresh because I was hitting a point in the comic process, like on like the 3rd panel of the page where I was like, I need my head is head coldy and I need a break. So, so anyhow, this is going to be a fun little Risk stream, and we're going to get into it. So as usual, here's our Risk cam. As you can see, I am Jordan the Snooty. That's my username. I like that name. I wasn't able to, like on the Risk app, you aren't able to put in your own name, but you can pick from existing names. And this name seemed like the funniest one to get defeated by. So if you get defeated by somebody named Jordan the Snooty, that's pretty funny to me. Let's see here. Okay, so we're going to try to find an FFA ranked game that's open, that's filling up pretty fast. Preferably, I am really my goal, and the game I enjoy the most in Risk is the classic fixed auto-assigned territories, just classic map. I feel like it's the most challenging and interesting. I haven't really messed with like progressive or a lot of the other maps before. I've played a bit of Capital Conquest, which was fun, but for me, this is kind of my main interest. So I'm gonna be playing. Like my goal, what I want to become a grandmaster at is classic fixed. To me, that's if I can perfect that, then I can start branching to other maps and stuff like that. But until I have really mastered the strategy of the main map, I don't want to expand to other maps. That's just my own take on it. That might be like the little bit of autism in me, but yeah. And then if you're wondering why I'm dressed like I am, it's because I have a cold, and so I'm just trying to kind of stay warm and get comics done on a day where I had to call in sick from work, and yeah. But anyhow, you guys don't need to know that. Let's get into the game. And then I'll walk through my thinking on the game. If you guys are watching live and you have any questions or you want to chime in on the chats, I'll try to pay attention to chat as much as possible. I also am more than happy to answer questions about comics and stuff like that, or any of my books if you guys have read my books and you have any questions about that. Oh, and I wanted to give a quick shout out to Frank Salazar, who's the moderator for this channel and a really good friend of the Artcasters and a lot of people within the community of art that we kind of have online. And I wanted to shout out that Frank Salazar and Adam Lohr, it looks like they're putting together an anthology, which is like similar to the Hundreds anthology. It looks really cool. I am definitely not going to be able to participate because I'm like on a deadline for a 230-page graphic novel, which is what I'm usually working on stream if I'm not playing Risk. But I'm excited for it, and I'm glad to see the community, at least somebody making an effort to try to kind of rebuild the Hundreds community, and I think it'll be really cool. So shout out to Frank and to Adam. That's really cool. All right, let's get into playing Risk. So I'm going to seek a battle, and I'm not even at this point going to really be too picky about it. The only thing that'll take me out of this game is if they already have a robot, which they do. I don't want a robot. I don't want that expert robot. You know what? Maybe I do want that expert robot. Oh, I probably should have stuck with it. You know what? Let's just join it. I just hate robots in these games, but honestly, that's a pretty good collection of people. I'm just curious why they have an expert robot like in there. So now we're going to wait for a player, but it looks like everything else I like about it. So hopefully, I just don't like the expert robot. And we have some players dipping in and out. This always happens at the beginning of the games. And it doesn't look like anybody's like an alt account. That's me, Jordan the Snooty. I guess I'm going to be magenta in this game. I always like being black if I can be. Just like for the colors or whatever. But I guess I'm going to be magenta, and we'll see what position I'm in once it starts. So let's get going. Let's see how this game goes. I have a good feeling about it. Oh, no. 2 computers. That is not a good sign. So now we're playing against 2 bots. So I am 3rd position, and I am going to be going 3rd right now. Looking at the board, it looks like I have the possibility of making a play for North America. I have the possibility open of maybe Africa. And then there's always the possibility of playing a no continent game. So that's kind of what I'm looking at right now, and I'm trying to see where is green going to angle for. Green is in a rough position. If they're like a Australia or die type, they move for Australia, but now they have to contend with purple for that, but that's good news for me. If they're a smart player, they probably angle for England. But so do they fortify that 4 up in England? Or not England, Europe? Or, wow, they didn't even fortify. Okay, this is a very strange game so far. I also need to pay attention to robots because they just kind of mindlessly kill. And so I need to try to make my position, wherever I stake my position, I need it to be far from the robots. And I was just realizing I was looking at black, so it looks like my best plays are actually South America. I think I probably go for South America right now. Let's see. No, you know what? We're going to go. Yeah, we're going to try for South America. I think that's our best bet. So I think I break through this 3 just to take that off of the table. This is kind of an amateur move. I shouldn't hit somebody this hard this early. But that'll allow me to secure my other 3 into here and kind of block black, which is kind of a dick move. And we'll see where that goes. I really want South America, so hopefully... Oh, and what's up? Yes. My son's sick too, so my wife just wanted to make sure I gave him medicine before he went to bed. That's good. So we're kind of clearing out South America. That's good news. Black has a really strong presence. They should really be going for North America. But I am kind of the pain in Black's rear end at this point. There is going to be a bit of an Australia or die competition where it looks like purple is going to really try to hold that territory. It also looks like it's really interesting too, because he's going to have to contend with the bot. I'm trying to stay away from the bot as much as possible. I want the bot fighting all these other people. White is not happy about me being in Africa, but there's not much they can do about it. So white might be possibly, I don't know what white's doing. I think they're trying to make a play for North America as well, or just kind of be a pain to me since I'm being a pain to them. Green is really wanting Australia. I'll be surprised. Like, if Green's smart, maybe they give up on Australia and then move that 8 up into England or into Europe and start making a play for Europe. That's what they should do. But I think they're Australia or die, folks. You know them when you see them. Thank you for clearing your 2. That's very helpful for me. That's going to help me move my 4 down and then consolidate my 5 inside. Don't know what they're really Australia or die, because they're trying to just get cards with any excess. They're not interested in any territory but Australia, which is going to lead to like a really dangerous situation because they're contending for it with a robot. So I hope the black robot doesn't hit my 5. If they don't, that's good. I like the robots eating robots thing. And what's weird is I could also at this point make a pretty confident play for like a longer game play for Africa. But I think I just leave my 5 in there. Black is a robot too, so I need to be a little careful. I can't move too quickly. So we have a pretty good foothold in South America. Red doesn't like that, so red is for some reason fortifying. I don't know how they win with that, but my guess right now is red must be a new player. They're really trying to stop me from having territory. But a good sign of a newer player is a player that cannot allow their competitors to hold any territory. But that is a new kind of twist on this. Like, I think I need to clear out red because they're kind of a bad player. And a bad player this close to all my stuff is not a good sign. So I probably up my 5. White is, I think, making a play for North America. Or white wants to kind of sweep through and teach me a lesson about keeping my 5. Not sure. White's interesting. So this is going to be a rougher play to kind of get territory, particularly because of the players that bought it out at the beginning. Green really doesn't care about winning this game. They just care about Australia. That's good news for me. Let's see how my cards are stacking up. So far, pretty good. I'm hoping I get the 10 cash in pretty early. I have a couple potential threats near me. I have a white 6 to my right, and I have a white 13 above me, and I have a robot that just eats pointlessly. But so far, I think I'm in a position where that robot's in my favor. And so that's good. Okay, so we're going to move our... we have to clear this territory from red, who for some reason decided to fortify, to put troops in a pretty obviously secured territory. Do I leave my 5 out? No, I need to pull it in. And I think we got the 10 card, guys. No, we didn't. Darn it. So we can't cash in our cards. But red's in a bad territory because of that stupid move. Now, is red mad and just going to suicide me for eating their weird attempt at like being kind of like the nobody can take any territory person? Does white decide to kind of hit me hard, even though it's an unwinnable one? Like, they could still do a lot of damage to me. White is actually in probably the most destructive position for me. Like, it's very possible for them to up their 6 and come in and just clear me out. But they still have that 2 up there to contend with. I think they're playing a game though where they actually want North America, which is good. So I don't think they're in like the vendetta game yet. I also kind of like that they moved out. That's a good sign. Australia or die is going to kill himself for Australia in this move. Which is bizarre, but they're leaving 4 open to possibly reclaim or exist in this game, because 4 might be able to, like, if 4 has a cash in, 4 might be in a good position to kind of move forward. Black is going to gradually surround me and start eating my territory. That's okay. Because I think no one breaks me, which is good. So it's my turn and nobody broke me. That's a really good sign. And I have cards to eat up here. And so I will eat those cards. And the only enemy that I'm like super concerned about is black. Now, the problem is the bot does have a cash in. So the bot very much might cash in their cards and mindlessly hit my 8. That is a concern. But we're in a pretty strong position. So the table lead right now is me, which makes me target number 1. And red still is going to remember me putting them in a position. Again, I don't know why they moved troops into my territory when I confidently held it. But is red, yeah, red moves really way too soon and takes fairly confidently is holding England. The only problem is they're right next to a robot. I said a robot, but a robot that I think breaks them. I hope breaks them. They're also next to a 15 that might just decide to come in and hit their territory. And I do have the 10 cash in on my next turn, which I'm really excited about. Anything can happen in these games. That 15 could at any time decide, yeah, I don't want him having South America. I'm going to break him. It looks like, I don't know the game 15 white is playing. The table lead right now is currently actually now white. White has 28, so white can really mess me up if they want to. If they're smart, they might use that 28 to kind of take all of North America. But if they're a player who's just like hell-bent on not letting people accrue cards, they hit me at this point. Seems like they're on the smart end. Maybe not. They're going to hit my 6. This might be the end of my game. What's weird is they're not getting cards for that, so they've just lost the game for both of us. So that was a weird play. There's no way white recovers from that, and they didn't even get cards. So this is why it can be dangerous playing with new players, because I have no idea what white wanted to accomplish with that. They just gave green a card cash-in, because now green can get my cards. Does green take that, or is green still Australia or die? Black definitely takes that. Green's going to take it. So is like white just an alt account for green? I don't understand. Because that play by white made no sense. I mean, I don't mind, like, clear me out, but that play by white was pretty dumb. And they're next to a bot that's going to break their territory. So maybe they're an alt for green, because green is not a good player. But then green making that play doesn't make any sense. This is a weird game, guys. I'm glad I have a card cash-in. I think I still survive this game. Except black is going to see that opportunity and take it. Yep. So I'm out of the game. This is a weird one where I don't know what white gained there, but I lost very quickly. Do we want to watch the rest of it? I kind of want to see what happens to white. But I also kind of want to just play another game, because that was some weak sauce business. I'm going to watch just to see what occurs with white. So purple got taken out real quick. Green got his Australia or die play. They're both getting dominated now by black, by a robot. Red's in the strongest position. The robot didn't break white. That's really bizarre. But I kind of want to play a new game. White kind of annoyed me there. Because again, like, what did you gain? Now you have 10 troops. I don't understand it. Red definitely will win this game. Unless red can't beat the bots. Diggs BTW7 said, "Hey, what's up, G? How's it going? I just had a newbie make the most idiotic suicidal play, and I have no idea why. And so I'm out of the game, but I'm just fascinated to see what they do. Like, yeah, there's some chaos there. All right, we're gonna play a different. We will quit out. Hold on, let me go back to full cam, and then we'll quit out, and we'll start one more game, and then I will go off stream and do comics. But that's a little disappointing. That one I can't say I played badly. I think White was just a maniac. The one thing I did that I usually don't do is keeping my 5 in their territory and slowing their game. And so to make a oh, by the way, I'm like a novice at 1v1 because I don't play 1v1. It bores me. But I am a master at FFA, and that, like, honestly, the one misstep I might have made in that last game is usually I'm very friendly at the beginning, and I decided to keep my 5 in territory they might have played for. So that might have triggered that. But other than that, I really can't see a way of avoiding an idiot who's just hell-bent on losing. So, yeah. All right, let's play a new game. And I think we're like 20 minutes in, so that's not too bad. I'm going to join this one. And if this has robots, I kind of want to just not. That was a very quick game before. So it looks like this is going to be 5-person. And hopefully this game's a little more interesting. How are you doing, Diggs BTW7? We're playing some Risk when I'm taking a break from working on comics and kind of recovering from a cold. And I like to play Risk, and I have a secret side project to try to become a grandmaster. That was a little unfortunate, that game. I kind of saw it, though. I think there was a point where I called it and was like, hey, like, I'm in last position here, which is my least favorite. Fifth position. I was going to say sixth, but this is just a 5-person game. So I'm in 5th position, which is a blessing and a curse. It looks like yellow is doing the Australia or die strategy, or strangely, maybe they actually want to try to take Asia. I don't know what yellow's doing. Blue is heading somewhere. I'm not sure where. I don't know what blue is doing either. I think blue wants... I mean, blue makes a play for... Like, a competent blue makes a play for Europe. They also could try to make a play for South America, but it looks like that's going to be taken by purple. Purple's clearing out their presence and getting their card, getting some value from that 3. That's a good move by purple. Purple is going to have problems with blue, though, because blue has a 6. Orange, are they wisely getting out? No. So orange is going to make a play for Australia, but a slower play. And then have some contingencies on the side. It does look like they were about to move out, but then they decided to stay. I think we have to go for... I think we absolutely have to go for Europe because no one's in it. I'm just going to move that just in case they had ambitions for Europe. That might have been too much of a troop cost for that move, but I just wanted to send a signal to yellow like I'm in Europe. Now, it might have made an enemy, but we'll find out. So yellow's in an awkward position now where they're kind of continentless, and their best play is the Australia play, which is kind of where I want them to be. I want them to be, wanting each other out for Australia. Blue is weird. I'm not sure what blue is doing. They're kind of they're just like a kind of a questionable player at this point. They're kind of, I don't think they know what territory to take, so they're just kind of zeroing out cards around them, like pointlessly kind of reducing their troops and trying to be a pain in the ass to everyone. Which is a strategy. It's not a great strategy. You're making a lot of enemies early on. Purple. Does purple make a play for Africa? No. They want blue to move their 6, but blue is a really bad player. I don't think blue is going to move out of anywhere. I think they think that's this game. I do want to be able to utilize my my exterior forces. I think I'll just kind of hit this one, and then I will move this here, which will probably get eaten by blue because they're crazy. I don't know what blue's doing. How are we looking for cards? I got the Joker. That's good. The Joker's like all of the cards. Yellow is also playing kind of an aimless game now. And so the most dangerous players, and I don't mean dangerous because they'll win, but dangerous because they'll be stupid right now, are blue and yellow. And as I said, blue was going to kind of move into there. And they're just doing any movement they can do, hoping for a card turn in. I don't know what they do with that card turn in, except maybe stubbornly vie for South America. But right now, nobody's secured their territory. And everyone on the board is playing pretty strangely. Like, I'm not quite sure what anyone's objective is. I know Orange's objective, and Orange is actually in a really strong position now. But they're also surrounded by a couple semi-potentially suicidal players. So who knows? So I have to clear out the presence of blue in a... Blue is not going to get the hint. He's not a player that's going to get a hint. And I need to get rid of that. I think I need to get rid of orange, and I need to get rid of blue, and then I need to move this here because blue will start eating anything they can. Do we get the 10 turn in? No. My card turn in on my turn isn't great. It's not bad, but it's not great. But blue is kind of a loose cannon right now. I don't know where blue goes. Blue really wants South America, and I don't know why they haven't moved out of there. And they're doing strange moves like that. Like, that doesn't make any sense. And from the last game, I'm like really trying to be careful around kind of more idiotic players because you have no idea what they're doing. Purple might be smart and just see the threat in blue as well. And just, if I'm purple right now, I might just, I know it's weird, but I might just give blue South America because blue can't hold South America. And right now, purple could actually very confidently take Africa. Okay, I have my trade in, which is refreshing. So right now we take England, but very softly, and then we wait for blue to break it because blue will break it. So I'm just going to leave ones, I might even do my little No. That's the wrong play. So I might even do this and move my 10 inward. But blue's such a bad player, they probably put their 3 into that 4. But also blue's such a bad player that I feel like I have to guard every border. A better player would make an alliance. Alliances are off, but a better player would kind of play friendly and make an alliance. I don't know what yellow's doing either. Yellow and blue are like the loose cannons of this game. The equivalent, like globally, would be like almost like being surrounded by like terrorists. Like, I don't know if that makes sense, but it's kind of like you have these free armies that are just kind of loose cannons, and they have no idea what they're doing, and that can be really dangerous. Not dangerous for winning the game, but just dangerous for losing somebody who should win the game. Not saying that somebody's me. Right now, the most confidently held area is orange. And orange still has a presence outside of their continent. Purple has been playing a very wise, slow game, but they have to contend with the insanity of blue. Now, if purple's smart, just move your 14. I'm going to play nice with purple. If purple breaks me, so be it. I kind of like purple's game playing, and I feel like they'd be a really good neighbor, but I don't know if they will be a good neighbor because keeping that 14 there is a very hostile and aggressive thing. But purple is the board leader. No, purple is not the board leader. Orange is the board leader. Orange would probably like to go through and break purple, but they're blocked by these kind of crazy players who are continentless and aimless. So now I think they're trying to collect all their outside exterior forces. So I don't want to be hostile to the people around me, so I'm just going to make this. Each of these I'm going to make a 5. And then I'm just going to do this. And blue, again, this is so dangerous because blue might think I'm attacking him instead of just getting my card. Because blue is not a good player, which is a little scary. Blue's crazy. But I do like my territory holding. We're going to have to test and see, does purple let me stand in my territory? Or does yellow? Does yellow just get mad, even though they have no position, and hitting that 7 is going to hurt them a lot, possibly lose them the game? Do they hit my 7 anyway? It does look like they wanted to fortify that 6. Or are they smarter than I'm giving them credit for, and they start making moves for North America? Or do they see the opportunity to break purple for like no cost at all and decide to move in there? Yeah, yellow's a mystery. If you guys in the chats have any idea what yellow's doing, let me know. I think they're a man without a country right now. But that also makes them very dangerous. I think yellow wants the option on the table to take territory, and I don't think they do. I hope purple stays homies with me and decides to clear out their problem rather than creating conflict with their neighbor, but they can break me right now. So this here will show you how good purple is. Purple's very smart. I like purple. Purple's going to clear blue, and now they're going to take both South America, and they also have a pretty okay hold on Africa. Well played, purple. And now they're moving into a hostile area with me, unless they keep that at a 5. They didn't. So that's going to be something worth considering. I don't think purple intends to be good neighbors, which is weird because I'll let purple hold that territory. I'm not going to break purple. I like my position, even though purple's the leader. So right now, purple is the lead. I am second. Should I break purple? Because they're inevitably going to hit me the next turn, but I kind of feel like I don't want to hit purple because I think someone else will take care of that for me. And I don't know if purple wants to unlock the what's in my middle here. Blue is going to get eaten by orange, who might also break me. But I want to play good neighbor until I have reason to not be. We're homies, purple. Take America. Yellow's in pretty dire straits. You got to wonder, do they break me? Do they break purple? Do they go for Australia or die? They go for the cards. That's a pretty good play. So they're doing continentless game. Wasn't the best play, though, because you can't cash those cards yet. But do you merge your 11 and 10? That would be a smart move. But you're in a pretty dangerous spot, Yellow. Yellow's not playing bad, though. They're not playing great, but they're not playing bad. I'm glad I have 10 troops to cash in. And I'm glad that purple, I think, thinks we're friends. That's good. Fortify your borders. We're cool, man. You don't need to bring that 13 into me. Yeah, just take cards there. Me and purple are like besties. And if we stay like this is the thing a lot of people don't realize about Risk. Right now we're going to be the table leads. Well, except orange might come mess that up. And orange has a very similar cost to hit either of us, and we're both accruing cards at a pretty similar rate. But I kind of like it. I'm going to cash in my cards. And again, I don't want to up hostilities with my neighbors. I'm friendly old me. I just want to make a very scary force that will reciprocate an attack if it comes. So this is my weird play. Now, it is a matter of time before purple just breaks me, but if purple and I can stay cool, we'll go to finals, and it'll be me and purple. If purple starts warring with me, it starts bringing in other options for who's going to go to the final. Purple's in the stronger position now because they're very close to taking all of North America. They're holding Africa, and they have no threat. It looks like yellow might even be moving out. No, yellow's moving in, so that's good. But they don't really have much threat on their border, and they're accruing more cards. So if they choose to go to war with me, that would be a weird choice. I mean, they could, and they could do okay at that war, but they're going to cost themselves and risk the win. Right now, if they maintain good neighbor, they're like possibly going to win the game. But either way, it's going to be purple and me at the very end if we retain our good neighbor. It doesn't look like they're going to stay good neighbors. Because there's a bit of an arms race that they're starting, and that's not the best news. Because they just upped that 10, the 11, and the 13. They're trying to stay at numbers ahead of me, which again does not signal good neighbor to me. Also, I have the looming threat that I'm pretty easy to break, but I'm going to just match them kind of number for number. So we're going to go to 10s now. And then 9s. And then maybe I do like a 9 here. And we'll do we'll do 3 here, and we'll just move our 3 back. I closed myself off from being able to attack orange because I don't want orange to think we're enemies, because orange can hit me. I think I'm going to need to go to war with purple pretty soon. I think purple breaks me next turn. But for purple to break me on this side, if they're smart, they'll break me from that 2 right above my 10. Because they're getting about 10 per turn, which is a lot to accrue. Yellow is trying to play the continentalist game, but they're in a pretty rough position. Because purple is gaining strength. Purple's at 83, and I think that is purple's play. They want to take me from above, but I think they break me here. Maybe not. They're very patient. I got to give purple credit. Purple's not a bad player. If we're going to war, though, I want it to be purple hitting me first. Because if we can retain our good neighbor, that would be good. Now, the question is, does orange break me here? Orange doesn't, because orange is rooting for a war between me and purple. So I don't like that 19. That looks like it's intentionally set there to break me. But it also could be just purple. I don't want to create an arms race. And if purple's going to break me, they're going to break me. These are also a lot of turtley players. And so I think it's very strange. But I can kind of see what they're aiming at. But yeah, purple's going to break me here. Maybe not. Maybe purple's waiting to get their 23 up to about a 35 so they can do some real damage. I do like that they're fortifying up there. I do like that I'm getting 10 next turn. I'm curious when orange decides to break me or purple. Orange should probably be going after purple at this point because purple is the lead, but they may not want to piss off the strongest player, so they might be content to just break my 7, which it looks like they're possibly going to do. Oh, thank you, orange. That was orange saying you can't have that much territory. You're getting too much power. So my goal here is just fade into the background, accrue troops. If purple wants to unlock my big army, let him. So right now the table lead is me. So I might be a bit of a target. This might be when purple chooses to strike. Because I've now accrued the most troops. It might also be a time where orange chooses to strike me because they might just be doing like, okay, let's bring them both down. It's definitely when yellow seems to want to do something to me, but yellow's also taking a lot of territory that it's strange that orange is letting them sit with. And now yellow is pointing their gun in my face. So yellow wants to attack me. Yellow wants to break me. And it makes me curious why yellow would do that, but yellow's going to do what yellow's going to do. I've been a good neighbor to purple, but they are lining up for an attack here. Almost like coordinated with yellow. But that's okay. I'm the table lead. I'm good with that. Yellow hits me there, and they take their 38 down to about 28. They can do some damage. Maybe they take 2 of my 10s. But if they hit me, they're in really bad shape. Yeah, Thomas Adams said the computer version of this is a lot easier than the card game, and I agree. Or the actual game, because you end up like kind of just having to run numbers, and it's kind of a pain in the butt. Let's see. I want to leave 11 there, and then I want to move my 4 to the center, and I'm going to let yellow break me. I'm just a friendly neighborhood person. So I think yellow breaks me. I think purple makes an attack on me, seeing the opportunity that yellow presented. But maybe not. Because if yellow breaks me, they're really in dire straits for themselves. So maybe they're making a long game play for taking Europe. I don't know what yellow's doing. Yellow's very strange. They're trying to play a continentalist game. Maybe they're waiting for a card up so they can totally take me out. Purple has definitely been slowly building to be able to hit me. But again, if purple and I stay cool, purple wins this game. If purple and I don't stay cool, you're really giving strength to orange, because orange is clearly not an ally. Orange just broke you. I've been cool. So I think this play is to card block orange. Obviously, you want to kill everybody at the table in this game. So the question is orange going to do the opportunist thing and break me now? Because they broke purple last time. No. Interesting. We're just going to keep growing our little guys. Someone's going to break me pretty soon. There's no way they're not going to break me. I think yellow might be waiting for a cash in, like a card cash in. Or they might try to card block me, which would be not a bad play. So right now I'm still the table lead. I'm at 105. Purple is at 99 though, and purple has 3 cards to cash in. And purple is very much in position to rock my world anytime they want. But I'm in a pretty good position to retaliate pretty badly. So there's a bit of a give and take here between me and purple. Purple's also accruing 1 extra card a turn. So if they keep things status quo, they benefit a lot. They start a war with me, they're in a really bad spot. Because then they're vulnerable to orange, who's already shown hostility to them. But I do think it's a timer till purple gets bored and breaks me. But again, if purple stays cool, they might win this game. Because now they're at 216, right? The accounting on this game, though, the tabletop game, is definitely the least fun part of it. Is this when orange decides to be an equal opportunity hitter? I think orange has fantasies of taking I think orange really sees themselves taking... I don't want to be too aggressive here. Again, I'm not a threat. I'm just your homie, dude. And then I'm gonna kind of... Let's just remember to keep that at 13. I'm going to do 13 here, and then I'm going to move that 13 here. Because our goal here is just build this monster army. Now, yellow's in a really good position to hit me and not be open to retaliation. Because technically, this position has a weakness, which is those 2 1s under my 13. So if yellow wanted to hit my 13, it would probably cost them the game because they'll go down to like 28 troops, and their army's being out-earned significantly by me and purple. But if they wanted to, they could do that and be okay-ish. But I love that 38, and I think they think it's being a threat to me, but that 38, till it breaks me, is actually protecting me. Purple is definitely lining themselves up to either card block me. That would be a good kind of non-hostile play. I don't like that they're building their border right along my border. But I am gradually gaining power to where if they do that, I will probably blast through and break both their territories, and then orange will be in a much stronger position. And hopefully purple can kind of see that. Because it's like, yes, purple, you can hit me, but then I have a 67 you're going to unlock. That's going to blast through your territory, dude. But I am impressed with purple, like keeping your cool and being able to play good neighbor for this long. Like purple may win this game. Because right now we are definitely heading toward an end game that's me and purple if we can avoid hostilities. Yellow is going to get taken fairly soon out of this game. The question is, does yellow take me out? It looks like yellow is angling for orange. I think yellow is angling to have some kind of threatening presence on everybody in the game except for purple, which is a little weird. So I'm at 128. Purple has now overtaken, and purple is building their force so that they can break me. They really want to break me. They want to be smart about it. I don't blame them. I want to break me, like if I'm them. Orange can't break purple. That's an interesting position. So now if orange wants to break one of us in the lead, orange is forced to hit me, which might happen. But then orange makes themselves vulnerable to yellow. It's a very interesting game. I'm being the least aggressive person at the table. Like I am not matching purple troop for troop. And that's very tactical. It might lose me the game, but that's the tactic here. Like, I'm not trying to threaten, but there is a big force that you're going to unlock. And I don't see purple having any reason to kind of create hostilities with us because, again, we're kind of earning together. And so right now, like, our big enemies, like the people who we really need to get out of the game, are orange and yellow. I'm really weirded out by yellow. Maybe I'm crazy, but it seems like yellow is only making moves that benefit orange. And that's a little strange. And it does look like yellow is an account that's been set up recently. And it does look like Ellsworth Judgment or whatever is an account that's been around for a while. So there is a chance that yellow is the alt account of purple. Because why would yellow only be doing moves that benefit purple? It's very strange. So I think I need to be... No, we don't need to be more aggressive. We're sticking to the plan. I don't like yellow. Again, like there's something really suspicious about yellow making moves that only advantage purple. That's a little strange. Like if you have a 40 on my 16, you have a 34 above his 26. Why aren't you doing that to purple? It's interesting. Okay, guys, I'm going to step away for a second. I'm going to put on a trailer and we will continue. I will show you more of the game after that. So this is a trailer. Oh, I thought the 39 was moving. This is a trailer for my book, and let's see which one we want to put on. I'm going to put on Wordzoid because I love that one. This is a trailer by Jim Lujan for my book, Jacob's Apartment and Two Stories. Jacob's Apartment.
Well, Peter, since I'm such a big music fan, I'm going to have to go with Karen Carpenter. Oh, Stu, I'm sorry. That's the incorrect answer. Trish, what you got for us?
I'm going to go with Kim Gordon.
All right, let's check that answer. Kim Gordon. Do we have a Kim Gordon? Yes, and that means you're our new Wordzoid champion, Trish. Dale, tell Trish what she's won. Trish, you've won a copy of Two Stories, a memoir of faith and mental illness. Handwritten, hand-drawn, and handed to you by artist and writer Joshua Kemble. But wait, that's not all. You've also won a copy of Jacob's Apartment, the story of a doomed romance. What happens when you take Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind and put it in a blender with Ghost World? You get Jacob's Apartment, written and illustrated by Joshua Kemble. Trish, thank you for playing Wordzoid.
All right, great job, Trish.
I was told I was going to get a lifetime supply of paper towels.
Okay, sorry about that, guys. We have an update. 36 moved into block position for purple. Card blocking the 52. But again, is that like a coordinated effort to hit me from both sides and then purple goes up because it's their alt? I don't know. It's interesting. I am the lead player too, so I'm a target, but just saying yellow is really suspicious right now. I think the angle might be card block this guy. It's very strange. It's not a bad play on yellow's part to kind of keep themselves separated. But if yellow just makes a wild sacrifice with the sophistication they've been playing with, it's just a little weird. But that's okay. I think I'm still in pretty good territory. Right now, I'm like, just let me keep building my power, building my center here. You can bring that 52 in. I think that's what purple does soon. I think yellow... It's very strange. It's just really weird. I'm not sure what their play is. They're going to move that Move their 39 up and consolidate their forces so they're a big chunk. Maybe? Or just move back. Okay. They're making the passive play. So now they're giving purple. They're trying to force a conflict. But again, like, why would you do that move? They're either trying to force a conflict and be like, okay, 18, you have to stop purple now. Which isn't bad. That's not a bad move. I think I'm going to eat from Greenland. But it does seem like they're setting purple up for something. It's very strange. Yellow's very confusing. They are aiming for conflict, though. They're trying to stoke some kind of war. Because purple and I are so cool. Why would we fight, right? They want... Everybody at the table wants to see me and purple start killing each other. Because that's the only way at this point. We're so ahead that that's the only way they even slightly catch up. And again, it's a weird game because, like, I cannot afford to increase tensions with purple, but if purple wants a war, I need to be prepared for it, like with my 97 in the center. I'm board leader 177. Purple might take America, and I think that yellow lets them. Yellow wants to card block me to force a conflict. No, I don't know what yellow's play is. It's very interesting. I think yellow wants to let purple take North America. That'll force a confrontation. Purple staying there with their 17 is a really dangerous thing. Because that's kind of an act of war a little bit. This is getting tense, guys. When does the powder keg explode? I want to let purple... this might be something I regret, but I actually want to let purple get a little stronger before I move my 97 out. If they break me before that forces a conflict, then I'm kind of okay with that. Because right now, something needs to happen to move the game forward. So I'm at 183 troops. Purple is at 182. We're very close. We're neck and neck. Purple has a card coming up, so what they probably would do, if purple wants to start aggressing, purple's going to do a cash in on that 17. This is where the 41 and the 47 unite. Or maybe not. It'd be smart at this point for yellow to kind of put themselves in an attack position. But they're kind of blocked from hitting purple. Again, a lot of really weird stuff with yellow and purple here. And you know what's weird? This is conspiratorial, but it's kind of fun. Purple is the complement of yellow, you guys. Okay, interesting. Purple does want us to stay cool. Purple's not escalating on that part of the territory. Purple wants me to sit back and let them take 3 continents. Yellow's game is very confusing, but not terrible, but yellow is totally out-earned at this point. And my strategy so far is kind of working, especially if I get a cash-inable card on my next turn. At some point, purple gets tired of me accruing cards and they break me. I mean, just that's inevitable. But when, right? Does purple want to see this go to a 2 game between us, or do they want to open the possibilities for yellow, who might break me here? It's kind of okay. They're unlocking orange, and they are card blocking me. So they really want to force a conflict with us. But they're not card blocking purple. It's very interesting. Like, again, feels like yellow's an alt account. I know it's weird, but it does feel like yellow's an alt account. That 35 moving to that 32, or sorry, them buffering that for a better breakthrough shows me war's afoot. They're trying to secure that little territory. So purple's not going to be a friendly neighbor much longer. Purple is also accruing a lot of power now. Like a crap load of power now. And yellow is putting me in a position where I can't do much about it. But I do have a card trade in, so that's okay. And I wonder what I do here. Do I want to start a war? Do I want to hit yellow, further weakening them? Do I want to just play the passive play and force a conflict? I have a 39 here. I think I need to take out that 26 on my border. That's too far. This might lead to an all-out blowout, but I'm kind of okay with that. I just want to send purple a message like, that's too far. Now, purple might hit me. Purple will hit me. They're going to retaliate. The question is, how big is the retaliation? That wasn't for a card. That was for a lesson. I just can't have purple getting that strong, because it's starting to out accrue. I think purple 78 goes up and breaks my 21. Nice. Frank has a speech in Toastmasters. Purple's very sophisticated. The fact that purple let that slide shows me a lot. I think they realize they're not in position to go to full out war with me, but they're fortifying. They're getting ready for it. But I have to start being a little more aggressive with purple. I just have to. Yellow's interesting. I don't know if yellow breaks me, because I'm starting to lose a little bit of strength, and purple definitely has a lot of strength. So right now what we need to do is just buff up our fellows again. And the game changes a little bit to where it's going to be hitting purple, which again, purple's probably going to break me very soon. I want to get rid of that yellow first, just to signify to purple, hey, we're cool, dude. Purple is going to probably take the US in this next turn, and then fortify using half of that 78. That's what I would do. Because then they're still pretty secure, and they've managed to take 3 continents. And they're carrying so much territory that they're going to out-earn all of us. But you guys, I just took a 27 stack. So if you want to fight purple, you got to join me. But see, yellow doesn't want to fight purple. Yellow's going to move their 52 over my 10, possibly. Or their 34 over my 10. Yellow, I think, is a bot. It's very interesting. I'm starting to get slightly annoyed by yellow. I think yellow is playing for second for sure. The fact that they're not attacking the board leader is a little strange to me. I just took a 27 stack and now you're messing with me. So do you want to conflict with us or not? Because now I hate you more than purple. This is why purple not hitting me hard was like a brilliant play. Because we're going to be out-earned pretty soon. But I don't want to hit purple because I've been a really good neighbor. I want us to be the 2 at the end. So they're probably going to hit me hoping that purple kind of finishes the job. I think that 38 goes into me and that 52. And then I think purple cleans up. And I'm guessing that if that's how it goes down, which is well instigated by yellow, yellow definitely loses, but you have that game would be oranges. And that's where the slow play from Australia is very strong. So far, purple and I have been able to stay sophisticated, but the second yellow weakens me. Purple, like a vulture, will sweep in. That was a really smart move by orange to kind of block yellow in because yellow's playing a very strange game. Again, till yellow breaks me, though, it's very advantageous for me to have that 40 up there. Like, I kind of dig it. Because that protects my border. Forces a conflict with our bigger troops. It's interesting. Purple's at 220, guys. This is purple's game to win. If purple can keep their head and stay cool with me, and then we have people like yellow just kind of chipping at their ones, it's just not going to be enough. And the fact that orange didn't even touch purple's one is really weird. Okay, so I want to do... Again, I'm just doing slow plays here. Because I don't see the point in fortifying my 12 that much at this point, because if yellow is going to break it, they're going to break it. What I need to be doing is fortifying my center, because that is what is saving my ass right now. Okay. How many cards are we at? I'm curious when this I just said powder, when this powder keg explodes. Yellow is not bad. I'm just curious if they're the alt account for purple. But they're definitely trying to encourage us to go at each other. But I think that it's going to be a matter of time before that 62 goes into that 24 and that 42 goes into that 12. Yep. But like, why not hit purple? It's interesting. So that was a strange play. Almost to the benefit of purple. Because you're throwing off the balance of the game, but the balance is only hurting orange and only hurting black. It's very interesting. So I don't even know if at this point I take back my territory or we just start going to war. I kind of can't wait to see Frank, your speech. Frank Salazar dropped a speech from his Toastmasters, which is kind of cool. Orange wants us to fight too. Orange doesn't want to sack up and hit. But you guys, I hit a 24 stack. I'm done. I'm done fighting purple. If purple stays cool with me, I see absolutely no benefit in fighting purple. In fact, I'm going to keep this number real small so it just costs you a little bit, yellow. You can break it. Wait. Costs you a little bit more. Now, yellow, if they're smart, they'll unlock that 49. And then the 49 comes through and eats around my 115, leaving that 40, that 30, and that 78 nicely intact. So if that's the game yellow is playing, that would be a good move. I think yellow is trying to weaken me from both positions right now. And I think yellow's an alt. Totally. Yellow has to be an alt for purple. These moves don't make any sense otherwise. Like handing the US to purple multiple times, and then when it's potentially stifled, yeah, purple's got an alt. There's no, I just don't see another way around it. There's no other explanation for those plays. Black is not a bad player. Black does, sorry, not black. Purple does not want to escalate tensions between us because they know that if we play our cards right, we are the end game. And they also see or are using an alt account of yellow to kind of slowly chip away at my second place so that there's no one to contest. Which I hate to be a jerk or whatever, but I think that's what's going on here. I think purple has a alt account game with yellow. Might be just paranoid thinking, but I don't think it is. Let's keep that at like 10, so it costs purple to break me. That's the goal here, is I want it to be expensive. I'm an expensive target. But right now, yellow is ensuring that purple is the game lead. Almost like as if that's why they're there. It's very interesting. Purple has no other objective than just ensuring, not purple, yellow seems to be hell-bent on ensuring that purple stay the game lead. They're even protecting their border. It's really interesting. Who's going to get bored with this yellow strategy? The other thing that's curious is like, why hasn't anyone gotten bored with the yellow strategy and just eaten him who's in position to do so? Thomas was saying you might be correct. Purple could have taken North America for several turns. Yes. And purple is being put in position by yellow to do so. That's why I'm suspicious of yellow. And purple is going to accrue like an ungodly amount of troops through this. And again, yellow is only making moves that benefit purple. It's just weird. So I'm going to get broken probably next turn. I think this is purple's game to win. I really don't understand. Again, I have my suspicions about yellow. In fact, I might even well, we'll see what yellow does. I might have to flag yellow because that's really weird. I don't know if I will though. I'm gonna see how it plays out. But if like purple's using like an alt account of yellow, like that needs to be reported. But I don't like just blindly reporting people, but it is really sus. Again, now the only goal is just to eat at See, this is where it's really suspicious. Why would you eat everything except the 2 lines that card block? Like, you see those 2 ones of orange that yellow didn't eat? That, like, basically prevents those 35s from hitting or retaliating when purple takes the US. So I'm really strongly believing that yellow is purple's alt. Every move they're making is to benefit. So that sucks. If that's the case, that sucks that purple has to win with an alt. I just think that's kind of lame. You can't win with your own strategy. But I still am going to give it a few minutes before I kind of report yellow. Because I still am not sure, but like I just don't see any other reason why a player would be literally like acting like the exact arm of the other player. It's very strange. Yeah, and see now they're blocking it off, but they're not going to, like, they're trying to fortify the area for purple. That's interesting. They're going to break my 27 too. And them and purple are like working in unison. So yeah, that's really fishy. Because now purple is going to take America and no one can stop them. Yeah, so Thomas said not unless they are friends in the same room, but that's actually against the policy. So I think I'm going to actually report this. Just going to say collaboration. And I might, maybe I'll kind of do that too. We'll kind of see how that goes. But that is just too suspicious. I'm sorry, guys. And now I need to aggressively take care of this slow building situation because this is ridiculous. So who do I go at? It seems like purple's the one that he wants to benefit the alt account. So here you go, purple. Have alt accounts. We'll see how that goes. And I think I'll move this here. Because so let's see yellow and purple work in unison against that move. See, yellow doesn't know what to do now because yellow is purple. I don't know if you're seeing that play out. So now yellow is trying to eat at orange as much as they can to try to ensure, but they're also trying to protect purple from a counterattack by orange because we'd both be going against the game leader. Yeah, it's really suspicious. I usually would have done a more patient game, but I don't like cheaters. Or suiciders. which they just did because I'm onto their game. I'm reporting it. Yeah, I mean, there's just no other angle to it. Like, even the fact that they don't feel the need to buffer themselves against a counterattack from yellow is just awfully strange. Now, orange is going to take advantage of this situation. They might even take out my 43 because I'm off the board at that point. That 60 is definitely going to come in and eat me because that 60 is the other player. That's really irritating. It's too bad they couldn't play a clean game. They seem competent enough too to play a clean game. You know, it's very strange. It's just extremely strange. But I really want purple just out of this game at this point because I don't like that like cheating nonsense, you know? I kind of want to give it to his alt. Like his alt yellow can like have the game. But I'm not going to let your alt like fortify you and make you bigger. See, even the way it's behaving is so strange. Like yellow really wants purple to win. It's interesting. It's very strange, right? I just find that very suspicious. Why is yellow so invested in the winning of purple? So I've put myself in like the weakest position in the game because I'm just irritated by the collaboration between yellow and purple. It's really transparent. I think the rightful winner of this game at this point is the one guy playing fair, which would be orange. I kind of want to help orange win this game. So I'm just going to be a pain in the rear end of purple. Let's see. How do we do this? And I could have played along and possibly won the game, but I'm here, purple. Does yellow stop that? That'll be interesting to see too. I think yellow might even go in there and assist purple by like breaking that one under their 49 because they're so obviously collaborating. If I'm wrong, but it's just so obvious. Like it is so obvious. I just don't see it any other way. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I'm sick and so I'm just being too suspicious. Do they hit the 38? I don't think they do. Okay. Maybe I'm wrong. But I feel like they're collaborators. I just don't buy it. I don't buy that move. The suicidiness too. I just don't buy it. So I'm definitely dead in this game. And I was in a winning position, but I just got annoyed with what looks like collaboration. But again, I could also just be really tired. Here, purple cleans me out and gets my cards. Or yellow. But I don't think yellow hits purple because I think yellow and purple are collaborating. Yeah, see, yellow goes after me. I kind of want to watch the rest of this game. How convenient for purple. See, now they're protecting purple. They're lining it up so purple can get my cards. It's really weird. Am I crazy? I mean, if you guys are watching this, I am kind of curious what your thoughts are on it. But to me, it seems like clear collaboration. Even the way purple's playing, they're not like super... They're not bad, but they don't seem frightened of that 61 above their head. It's very strange. I'm going to just kind of report this again. I want to see how this plays out. I'm going to watch the rest of this game, and then I'm going to probably like take a nap and then get working. Let's see how this plays out between... So purple's dead in the water. But what I'm curious to see, if 46 doesn't just clean them out. That might have just been masterfully played by yellow, but it sure as hell seemed like collaboration. So orange is going to, if they're smart, just eat everyone. This is very fishy. This is just a fishy game. Like, why hasn't orange completely eaten purple? That doesn't make any sense. Like, orange should eat everything of purple, and they didn't. Why? Are you guys understanding this game at all? So maybe it wasn't purple. I don't know. It's weird. It felt like there was collaboration, but maybe I'm crazy. That's interesting. Huh. Maybe I'm just crazy on that. Why would you stop? Why wouldn't you? I guess they ran out of time. Okay, you guys. Well, that was an interesting game. I hope orange wins it, but why is orange stopping short? I hope orange wins this game. So anyhow, that wasn't my best game. That wasn't my worst game. I kind of lost my patience, which I shouldn't have. I should have played cool with purple. Even if they were collaborating, it didn't win me the game to lose my patience. But it was fun to lose my patience, and that was it. So that's it for this game, and I need to get back to my comic. I think Orange takes this game, so that's good. So that's good news. I'm glad at least Orange is going to win. All right. Have a good night, guys. I'll see you on the next live stream. Bye.